The person who has your photo in their room isn't just looking at it, they're praying for a second chance with you. Heaven has heard their cry. Archangel Michael says, there is a room where your photo sits quietly on a table, framed not by gold, but by regret. The person who placed it there hasn't stopped staring at it. They aren't just looking, they're crying, whispering, and praying for a second chance they believe they lost forever. Every night they speak your name like it's still close to them. The memory of you hasn't faded. It has only grown louder inside them. They thought time would erase the ache, but it hasn't. Instead, time has deepened their longing. Their mistakes replay every time they see your face. They are not watching your image for comfort. They are asking heaven for a way to fix what they broke. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They were too proud before. Too stubborn to admit their wrongs. But now, pride has turned to pleading. They are not the same person you once knew. Life has humbled them. And their prayer now is simple, let me find a way back. They haven't told anyone how much they miss you. But in the silence of their room, their emotions roar. They clutch your photo like it's the last piece of peace they have. Every light they turn off at night is followed by a tear. Because darkness reminds them of how much light they lost when you walked away. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They scroll through their phone, revisiting conversations. Screenshots. Old messages. Pauses that remind them of the way you used to speak with such clarity. They regret not listening more. Not loving better. Not choosing you when they had the chance. Now they pray, every single day, that somehow the universe hears what their heart can't express out loud anymore. They've tried moving on, but every face reminds them of you. No matter who they meet, they see your presence in their absence. Type Amen to get blessing 455. Archangel Michael says, this person is not just feeling emotions. They are being spiritually drawn back to you. Something divine is stirring them to reach out. They are no longer asking for attention. They are asking for redemption. Their soul knows they lost something sacred. Even when they laugh in public, their mind travels back to you. You are their pause. Their stillness. Their unfinished sentence. And heaven has heard them. Type Amen to get blessing 528. You don't know the weight they've been carrying. But heaven does. You may have let go for peace, but they are still clinging for closure. Your photo isn't just a picture anymore. It's their reminder of a time when they still had your trust. And now they pray for even one conversation to undo what has been done. They thought they had more time. More chances. But every moment since has felt like borrowed time without your presence. They want to return. But they are afraid the door is no longer open. Type Amen to get blessing 700. They have spoken your name in rooms you'll never enter. Told others that they messed up the best thing they ever had. Their heart is open now, but they fear it's too late. The silence from you is louder than any argument ever was. It's the quiet that now haunts them. They pray that God will touch your heart softly. Not to forget the past. But to open a window for a second beginning. They are hoping, praying, believing, because you are still their hope. Type Amen to get blessing 612. Your absence has taught them more than your presence ever did. It was only after you left that they understood what you were worth. Now, every day feels like waiting. Waiting for a sign. A message. A miracle. They have even considered writing to you. Calling. But fear stops them. Fear that your silence has become a decision. But still, they look at your photo and whisper, please forgive me. Type Amen to get blessing 311. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the photo in their room is not decoration. It is devotion. A sacred reminder of a love they never should have treated casually. They are not seeking sympathy. They are seeking restoration. Because they now know love like yours does not come twice. Heaven is moving their heart to confession. Soon they will find the courage to say everything they should have said when they had the chance. They are coming forward not with excuses, but with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 880. They now see the difference between attraction and alignment. And you were their alignment. You were peace. You were purpose. They chased noise before. But now they crave stillness. And you were always that stillness. They've deleted the distractions. Removed the ego. And now they sit in front of your photo saying, if only I could go back. But they aren't asking to relive the past. They're asking for a chance to make a new present. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Their friends don't understand it. Some tell them to move on. Others say they're foolish to hold on. But their heart won't listen to reason. Because when love is real, reason bows to revelation. They have dreams where you're smiling at them again. Waking up to tears, not knowing how to get back to that place. They know it's no longer about attraction, it's about healing. They believe only you can unlock that part of them again. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The place they once took for granted is now the place they beg to return. Not just physically, but emotionally. Mentally. Spiritually. They are not perfect now. But they are different. And that difference is what they hope you'll see. They keep that photo not as a trophy, but as a testimony. That they once had something holy. And they're praying for one more chance to honor it. Their tears have reached heaven. And heaven is moving. Type Amen to get blessing 909. You will feel them thinking of you. That's not coincidence, it's connection. A spiritual thread still tugging between two souls who aren't fully severed. Your name hasn't left their lips. It's in their journal. Their prayers. Their dreams. They are rehearsing what they'll say if the moment comes. Replaying it over and over, praying they don't mess it up again. Because this time, they won't waste the words. Type Amen to get blessing 121. You once gave them patience, and they mistook it for permanence. Now they know love should never be tested that way. They're ready to listen more than they speak. To build rather than break. To be soft where they were once cold. They have grown, not to impress you, but because losing you forced them to face themselves. And now they want you to see the version of them that your love helped shape. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They're not asking for perfection. Just presence. Not grand gestures, just one honest moment. They would give anything just to hear you say their name again with peace. Because your silence has been the loudest lesson of their life. They don't need time anymore. They need truth. And you are the one truth they still believe in. Heaven is working. And soon, your paths will cross again. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They don't know if you still think about them. But every day, they think of you. It's become part of their rhythm. Your name. Your smile. Your goodbye. The picture they hold is more than a photo, it's their prayer partner. They pray into your future. Your safety. Your heart. Even if you never return, they've made peace by loving you from afar. But they hope. And they hope hard. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, someone who hurt you is hurting now. Not because of karma. But because of clarity. They see now. They understand now. And they are praying for just one window of grace. If the time comes, and your heart softens, may you see not who they were, but who they've become. And if not, may you find peace knowing they still speak your name in love. Type Amen to get blessing 1000. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They haven't changed for attention. They've changed because your absence made them confront every broken piece within themselves. Every night, they sit with that photo, tracing the edges, remembering the warmth that used to live behind your eyes. They whisper things they never had the courage to say when you were near. Simple things. I miss you. I'm sorry. I would do it all differently if I could. That photo has become their mirror. And every time they look at it, they don't just see you, they see who they used to be, and who they want to become if they're ever given a second chance. They no longer care about appearing strong. They just want to be sincere. Type Amen to get blessing 313. They've made promises to heaven, promises that only love can awaken. They've promised to listen more, speak gently, and protect the heart they once bruised. Their soul is learning how to love again, this time, the right way. They don't know if they'll ever get that moment, but they pray anyway. Because praying is the only thing that brings your name closer to their heart. They light a candle beside your photo. Not for ritual, but for remembrance. A tiny flame that mirrors the one still flickering in their chest for you. And they have made peace with the waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 728. You were not just someone they loved. You were someone they learned from. And even in your absence, you are still teaching them through every reflection and realization. They walk differently now. They speak softer. They carry more silence and more respect. Because losing you rewired their spirit. They may not say it out loud, but their heart whispers it every day. I hope I get one more chance to show them who I've become. That hope is the only thing stronger than their regret. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Archangel Michael says, you have been on their heart every single day without pause. While the world moved forward, a part of them stayed frozen at the moment they lost you. They stopped pretending. Stopped partying. Stopped searching. Because they realized what they were looking for was something they already had and didn't protect. Now their prayers have turned from selfishness to surrender. Even if I don't get them back, let them be happy. Let them be safe. But still, a part of them hopes that God is writing a return into your story. Type Amen to get blessing 601. They are afraid of facing you. Not because of anger, but because of admiration. They know you deserve peace, and they're scared to disturb it. But love makes the heart bold. And soon, their courage will grow louder than their fear. They are preparing something. A letter. A message. A call. Something that carries truth, not manipulation. They want to give you closure, or maybe a clean beginning. They don't know which yet. But they'll follow your lead. Type Amen to get blessing 352. Every person they've met since you has felt like a reminder. A reminder that connection without depth is emptiness dressed in a smile. No one laughs the way you did. No one listens the way you did. No one holds space the way you did. Your absence has taught them how sacred your presence was. And they ache for a chance to honor what they once overlooked. They can't move on until they speak their truth. Type Amen to get blessing 248. They hear your name in songs. See your eyes in the moon. Feel your touch in dreams that make them sit up at 3 a.m. with tears. The memory of your goodbye is carved deep. But the hope of a hello is what keeps them praying. They don't expect you to erase the past. But they hope you see the growth. The ache. The sincerity. Because this time, they want to love you as a healed person, not a hurting one. Type Amen to get blessing 990. They've asked heaven to forgive them before they even ask you. Because they know they wounded a blessing. And now, with your photo in front of them and your name in their chest, they are slowly becoming the person you always saw in them. This isn't a performance. It's a transformation. A holy shift born through love lost too soon. And they are praying you'll feel it. Type Amen to get blessing 229. Archangel Michael says, the light around your image is growing stronger. Your spirit is reaching them in ways that words never did. That's why they're being moved in their sleep to whisper your name in tears. Even when they try to forget you, your essence rises in their thoughts like morning sun. You are the warmth they wish they hadn't walked away from. And now, they are begging heaven for a sunrise that includes you again. They don't care how long it takes. They just want to be in the same sky as your heart once more. Type Amen to get blessing 775. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They are planning to come forward. To risk everything just to speak the truth. They're scared, but silence is hurting more than honesty ever could. They would rather be rejected in truth than comforted in absence. They keep practicing what to say. They keep writing and erasing. Because nothing feels worthy of the words, I miss you. But eventually, they will speak. Type Amen to get blessing 517. Heaven is watching their heart closely. Not for perfection, but for purity. And their intentions have shifted. This is no longer about possession. This is about restoration. Not to repeat the past, but to build something better from the ashes. They are praying not just for you, but for themselves. That they remain worthy, even if they're never chosen again. And that is where their soul is finding peace. Type Amen to get blessing 199. You might feel them in moments of stillness. A warmth brushing your thoughts. A quiet presence. That's their spirit, still reaching for yours. Because some connections don't die. They transform. And this one is transforming into something heaven might still reconnect. If your heart softens, listen. If not, know they loved you completely, even when they didn't show it right. But they're learning now. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. They would trade every moment of pride for 1 minute of peace with you. They don't care about winning. They care about healing. You were never just a chapter. You were the story. And now, that story is being rewritten in their soul with new ink. Ink made of prayer, regret, hope, and transformation. They are waiting. Not with expectation, but with reverence. Type Amen to get blessing 820. Soon, heaven will allow your paths to cross, if even for one conversation. One moment to say, I still love you. And I always did. If your spirit is open, you'll feel the shift. If it's not, you'll still carry the knowing that you were deeply, truly, and endlessly loved. And that, in itself, is sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. They've started whispering your name into every silent room. It's not out of habit, it's their way of asking the universe for one more opportunity. Their breath carries your name like a prayer, hoping it will reach heaven and then find its way to you. Every part of their daily routine has your memory attached. They pass by the places you laughed together. They hold on to the messages you once sent. And the photo, they still keep it close, as if your eyes could somehow forgive them from a frame. They do not know how to fix what was broken. But they know they can no longer pretend it doesn't matter. They are willing to rebuild from nothing if it means having even a small piece of you again. And in their quietest moments, they've whispered, even if they never come back, I will love them from here. Type Amen to get blessing 404. There is a notebook hidden in a drawer with pages they've written for you. Letters never sent. Words never spoken. Each sentence a confession they were too afraid to give you when it counted most. They write your name like a signature across prayers. It's not just guilt, it's reverence. They know now who you were to them, and they can't stop trying to speak to your soul. They pray for your protection. For your peace. Even if your peace no longer includes them. But deep down, they wish it would. They cry not because you left, but because they understand now why you did. Type Amen to get blessing 514. Archangel Michael says, heaven is working behind the veil to prepare your heart for what's coming. This soul that hurt you is changing. Their intentions are shifting from regret to responsibility. You will feel a message coming. You'll sense it before it arrives. The energy will rise around you like a soft breeze that speaks of apology, clarity, and hope. They are not coming to manipulate. They are not coming to impress. They are coming to finally be real. And that is what your heart always deserved. Type Amen to get blessing 624. They no longer fantasize about getting you back with charm. They now ask to earn your trust with action. They've begun to understand the weight of what it means to be chosen, and they don't want to be casual with that gift again. Every morning, they wake up with your image in their mind. Not to grieve, but to try again. Even if only in thought. Even if only in prayer. They want to love you in a way that reflects who they've become, not who they were when they lost you. They are being rewired by the memory of your grace. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They now view love as something sacred. Not convenient. Not temporary. And they credit you for that realization. You were not their weakness. You were their awakening. Now, they're walking differently. Living slowly. Speaking gently. Waiting patiently. And hoping, still hoping, that somehow you'll feel the tug in your chest when they think of you at night. Because their love for you has not decreased. It's just grown quieter, deeper, and more respectful. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The person they are today would never risk losing you. But time cannot be reversed. So they pray every day for the mercy of just one more moment. They don't want you back for comfort. They want you back to protect. To nourish. To understand what they once couldn't see. Even if you've moved on, they will still hold your image in their space. Because love doesn't always need presence to stay alive. And yours is very much alive inside them. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They see your face when they close their eyes. Not as a fantasy, but as the one soul that truly saw them. And they can't forget the way you saw light in them when they only knew darkness. You gave them peace. They returned chaos. And now they pray daily that peace will find you again, even if it's not through them. Still, in every prayer they say, there is a small wish left unspoken, that someday your peace will lead back to them. Type Amen to get blessing 331. Archangel Michael says, your name is still holy in their heart. It doesn't pass their lips without reverence. Without gratitude. Without ache. They regret not just what they did, but what they didn't do. The things they never said. The support they never gave. The presence they never protected. And now, they are praying for your happiness, even if it means watching it from a distance. Because that's what love becomes when it matures, it releases without resentment. Type Amen to get blessing 456. They've stopped asking people about you. But they still check silently. A name search. A social post. A photo. Just to make sure you're okay. They don't want to intrude. But they can't stop caring. And your picture in their room is still the center of their quiet world. A world they are rebuilding around memories of who they wish they were when they had you. Every beat of their heart sounds like, I'm sorry. I'm better now. I wish you could see. Type Amen to get blessing 902. They are writing something now. A letter. Not for drama. Not for pity. But for release. They want to say everything clearly, without pressure. Just truth. Just raw, soft, sacred truth. You don't have to answer. You don't have to reopen the door. But they are being pushed by heaven to at least knock once more. And if you choose to open it, they'll never take it for granted again. Type Amen to get blessing 700. You may not feel the depth of their transformation yet, but it's real. The person holding that photo is not the same one who let you walk away. They are quieter, wiser, hungrier for honesty. And they are shedding every layer of ego that kept them from loving you right. They are not healed by having you, they are healing by remembering you. Because your love is still the lesson they live by every day. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Soon, something will reach you. A message. A feeling. A moment. You'll know it came from the one who keeps your photo near their heart. And in that moment, everything you've been wondering will make sense. Everything you've been carrying will soften. And you'll feel peace, whether you return or release. Because the truth will finally be spoken. Type Amen to get blessing 1000. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.